Hello. Are you feeling lonely and disconnected? And do you feel like no one is there to support you? Hello, my name is Pam Wright. I'm a stress specialist and a happiness facilitator. And I help people to stress less, smile more, and to get their happy back. I create weekly videos to help people to move through their stress, their doubts, their fears, their self-sabotage, so that they can truly open to what is possible for them. In today's video, we're going to look at loneliness and how that impacts us on a daily basis. There's some great research being done out there at the moment, and loneliness is a serious health problem. Over the past 50 years, there has been a steady decline in the amount of social connection. And many people think that social media created it. Social media is the symptom of what was already created. This decline in social interaction, having people over all the time, dropping in on people, saying hello, all of that social interaction, extended families, all of that has declined over the past 50 years. And it's becoming a real health issue. Everyone knows that loneliness impacts our health. There can be more aches and pains, there can be illness, tiredness, lack of motivation, sleep problems, substance abuse, and for the really serious, it can be thoughts of suicide. So if you need support, please reach out. Please reach out. There is help there. And then you can use the video to help you release what's left. But if you're really seriously in a state of loneliness and despair and hopelessness, you may need some assistance to get out of that. And then you use the video to clear out the rest. So firstly, what I would like you to do is I want you to get in touch with all the ways that you know that you feel lonely. And I want you to write them down. All the feelings, all the physical sensations, everything you say to yourself. So it could be hurt, sad, disappointed, disconnected, lacking motivation, tired, whatever it is for you. No one's there for you, no support, no one's ever been there, you can't trust that people are going to be there, so why bother? Whatever it is. Just write it all down. Notice all the ways you feel lonely. All the ways you know that you're lonely. As I said before, you can be in a room full of thousands of people and you still feel lonely. So that says that it's something internal. There's something going on internal that creates that feeling. So we want to know what it is. And when you get in touch with it, turn the video off until you really get in touch with it. I'll state it again. If you have not got time to do this video now, don't do it. Don't go bringing up all of these unresolved emotions and feelings and then just listen to it and walk off sitting in all of them feelings. These videos are designed so that you take the time and you sit down. You get in touch with the unresolved emotions, feelings, physical sensations, memories, whatever they are, and you tap to release the emotional connection, bringing you back into a state of peace and calm and connection, and then you go off to your day. So if you haven't got to the time, just mark the video and come back to it when you have. It's really important because we don't want to be bringing it all up if we're not going to look at it. Simple as that. If we're not going to deal with it, if we're not going to tap and use the process to clear it, then don't bring it up. Okay, so I'm imagining now you've got the time and you're going to take it to clear this. I'm going to try and slow down. There's been mention that perhaps sometimes I go a little bit fast in my eagerness. So I'm going to slow down a bit for that as well. So you've got it all. Notice all the ways. And now we're going to tap where I tap and say what I say. But if you've got things you want to add to it, go ahead and add to it. Even if you're doing it wrong, you're doing it right. Because you're doing it. You're ready to let it go. So we start on the eyebrow, releasing and letting go. All the sadness, all the fear, all the emotional trauma. Releasing and letting go. All the anger, all the resentments, all the guilt, all the judgment, all the abandonment, all the betrayal, all the helplessness, all the hopelessness, all feelings of no control. It's time to let it go. I'm safe to let it go. And then you grab your wrist, you take a belly breath, and you can sigh it out. Excellent. Now we check back in and you focus on the loneliness. You notice the changes, but you notice what's left. When is now a good time to let this go? Releasing and letting go. All the physical sensations. Releasing and letting go. All the images fading away. Releasing and letting go. All the sounds. All the action. And the action could be someone leaving, walking out the door. And you see them doing that. You freeze the action. Releasing and letting go. All the ways this still bothers me. All the ways this still upsets me. I'm letting it go. Grab the wrist. And peace. Feel that peace. And if you're too upset and you can't get yourself into a peaceful state, do some jumping jacks, do some fake laughing, sing a song. And no, I'm not going to sing for you. Just notice what it is. Mix it up. Excellent. Let's go back again. I want you to tune in with what's left when you think of loneliness. You may have just heard my dog snoring. But that's okay too. Just notice what it is. Notice where you feel it, how you know it's still there. Releasing and letting go. All the tired. Releasing and letting go. All the unmotivated. It's safe to let it go. Releasing and letting go. The physical sensations, all the hurt, the disconnection, the unsupported, releasing and letting go, releasing and letting it all go. That's right. That's the best way to do it. Sitting where you're sitting, listening to the sound of my voice as you just let it go. Knowing that you are safe. Grab the wrist. And peace. Perfect. Let's go back again. So you check back in. You think of the loneliness. There might be something that triggers you to feel lonely. You might want to go somewhere and no one's there, or you might not be invited and you're waiting to be invited. Whatever it is. Releasing and letting go. All the sadness, all the fear, that anticipation, I'm letting it go. It's safe to let it go. All the ways I feel lonely. All the ways I am lonely. There might be other things that you say to yourself. No one wants to be with you. No one invites you. Whatever it is, releasing and letting go. No one visits. No one wants to include you. They only do it out of duty. Whatever you say to yourself, releasing and letting go. You are so right. I am so lonely. Releasing and letting go. Grab the wrist. And pace. That's right. That's perfect. Okay, go back again. So you're checking back in. You're finding that lonely feeling. Notice the changes, but notice if there's any left. Any at all left. Got it? Releasing and letting go. I always feel so lonely. You might feel like you don't belong. You might feel like you don't fit in. You're the black sheep. No one understands you. You just don't belong. Releasing and letting go. Releasing and letting go. The physical sensations, the images, the sounds, everything I say to myself about this. Releasing and letting go. Releasing and letting go. Grab the wrist. And breathe. So if you're not at a 0 yet, I just want you to play through that video a couple of times up to this point. And when you're at 0 or you're 1 or a 2, we start to move forward now. So if you're not feeling lonely, what is it you're feeling? So it could be supported, connected, it could be included, you're receiving invitations, people are inviting you places. So now I just want you to step in. Imagine just for a moment what that would feel like, what that would look like, what that would sound like. Now we're tapping. What if it was possible? What if it was possible that you were included? And not only that, you want to be included. You want to belong, be involved, connected. Imagine what that would feel like. Someone ringing you up, asking you to go out for a meal, asking you to go to coffee, asking to catch up with you, whatever it is. Asking you, do you want to come over for a visit? Imagine what that would feel like. Being included, wanted, desired, whatever it is. And just imagine if you could just pick up the phone and say, hey, I want to come for a visit, want to come over for coffee, want to catch up on the phone, whatever it is. Imagine what it would feel like if you could take that step, call that person, message that person. Just notice any resistance inside. And by resistance, it can be anxiety, it can be fear, it can be just a physical, like butterflies in the stomach, a tension in the shoulders, whatever it is. Releasing and letting go. Releasing and letting go all my resistance. So the opposite to loneliness is what? What is the opposite to loneliness to you? belonging, connection, included, whole, complete. What is it for you? Just imagine what it would feel like if you felt complete, whole, happy, healthy. That's right. That's the perfect way to do it. Even when you're doing it wrong, you're doing it right. You're doing it. You're taking the time. It's important to you. You're important to you. This is important to you. It is safe for me. It is safe for me to connect, to belong, to be included. Excellent. Grab the wrist. And peace. Great job. All right, let's just check in again. So just checking in one last time. Notice what it is. I can hear the dog snoring, so you possibly can too. Just notice what it is. Just notice that noise is bear snoring. Some people get a little bit excited about hearing the dog snoring. So just notice for you what it is. What is it that you can do? What sort of connections can you make? What sort of groups, like-minded groups, could you join to start to get you to reconnect? Friends, family, colleagues. What is it that you could do to expand your social connection? That's what we're looking for. Notice what it is. And you may think of joining a group, and there could be a fear that comes up. You don't know anyone. Releasing and letting go. All the resistance, the doubts, the fears, the insecurity. I can do this. I'm ready. I want this in my life. And why? Because it's good for my health. It's good for me personally. I want to have greater social connections, family connections, friends, whatever it is. I am ready. I am ready. I'm opening to the possibility of expanding my social connections. And that's the perfect way to do it. Okay. Grab the wrist. Big deep breath. And peace. Now just take a little bit of time to imagine that connecting. What that would feel like. We're training our brain. This is what we're wanting. This is what we want to be experiencing. And by practicing it, we're creating neuro pathways to, yes, this is what we want. Excellent. If you've liked the video, give it a like. I thank the people that asked me, I'm not going to mention them, but the people that emailed me asking me for this video, I appreciate it. If you're new to my YouTube channel, you may want to subscribe or hit the notification. Or if you have a video that you would really love me to put together, send me a message. Enjoy.